Thanks for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to give you fresh Instagram content ideas that are actually going to drive engagement and drive sales using Instagram for your business. Now, the biggest problem that I see with entrepreneurs on Instagram is that one, it's the same boring post over and over and over again, and it's not engaging or staying with the algorithm. But two, it's also not driving inquiries, which is probably because of number one. Now, give me a thumbs up if you're constantly on Instagram, because myself included, we spend a ton of time on Instagram, which is only a problem if you are spending a lot of time on Instagram but not seeing a return on investment. So that's what I want to help you with today, is to work in algorithm's favor and actually grow an audience that is booking consultations with you and driving leads. So if you take nothing else from this video, write this down. You want your content to be savable and shareable. And we're going to dive into what each one of those means and how to create content that are both of those things. All right, now these two icons right now are the most important icons on Instagram. Now, in the full order of importance, you have most important is the bookmark icon, then you have your airplane icon, the regular comment icon, and then your heart. And now two of these are very, very important. The first one that we're going to talk about is the airplane icon. The airplane icon basically allows users to either share your post individually with one of their friends in DM, or it allows them to post it to their stories and share it with their audience that way. So you want to make your content on Instagram shareable. So whenever you think of airplane, think of shares. Now, if you want to see what your audience finds shareable, then you can go into, if you're on a business account, you can go into your insights and then click, I usually use like the last 3 months or so, and you can see which of your posts are being shared the most. So for us, looking at that analytics, I can see that our audience really likes helpful guides. Like our post, how to get your website prepared for engagement season. That was shared with a lot of educators in our space that serve a similar audience, like wedding pro coaches, SEO specialists, Pinterest strategists. They all took that post, knew that their audience would find it really valuable, and then reshared it to their audience to give them more helpful content. So if you're a wedding photographer, what guidance could you give your audience that they would find really valuable? Maybe it is something like how to choose engagement outfits or when to book certain vendors on a timeline. Those are certain posts that would be really shareable, and that other vendors within the wedding pro community would then go and share with their audience because it's being helpful to their community as well. So whenever you think of the airplane, think of what content can I create that is shareable? Now, the other icon is the bookmark icon. And with the bookmark icon, that gives people the ability to save posts into their own collections. So for this, I like to think of what is inspiring to your audience. What would they like to share and then see again and save for the future to go back to? You get into these analytics or insights similarly on a business account, but instead of clicking shares, you want to click saves. So what kind of content is getting the most saves on your account? So going back to that wedding pro example of how to choose engagement outfits, that was a very shareable post. Now, if we want to create a similar post that is savable, maybe it's a carousel of different engagement outfit inspirations for different locations like downtown, the beach, a wooded area. So that way, whenever somebody is planning an engagement session, they can go back to that post that they shared and scroll through your outfits of inspiration. Now, the other post of when to book different wedding vendors, that was a very shareable post. Now we want to make it savable. So maybe you're another carousel and you are highlighting other wedding vendors that you love to work with and what they do, so that whenever a bride or a groom is looking to hire wedding vendors, they can save that post, go back to it, and have a list of wedding vendors that you enjoy so that they can go ahead and reach out and look at them to possibly book them as well. Also, pro tip, if you are sharing other wedding pros and wedding vendors chances are is that they are also going to share that with their audience. So that's kind of like a double one. You also get savable content, but also shareable as well. So if you do a post like that, I'm sure you're going to see that type of post skyrocket and do really well because you are hitting the shareable and savable features on Instagram. So when creating savable posts, you want to think, what would my audience find inspiring and want to go back to and save so that they can look at it at a future date? So if you found this video really helpful, go ahead, I said it again. If you found this video really helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and then I will see you back here every Tuesday and Thursday for a new marketing video.